see that yes, my friends are playing a game, and we will be now casting this game out here, and it's Team LANOHOLIC versus the random fives that are there on the online game. In an online game. So yes, we see it's V252 picking up the Vengeful Spirit here. I believe that it is gonna be a support Vengeful Spirit. So yes, first pick, as it's a first pick, yes, of course, it could be a
10 seconds
support
remaining.
Vengeful Spirit. So yes, we are
5
looking out for
seconds remaining.
some more picks here from the Dire side. So there's no
Grim's
bans, there's
Wrath.
no picks because it's an all-pick game.
Radiant
And a quick pick, that is a Grimstroke and an Invoker here. So yes, Grimstroke, too much overpowered in this meta. And yes, we do know that the Chain Ultimate as well as the Stroke of Faith is too much overpowered in this meta, as well as the Phantom. So yes, on the side of Dire, Medivh picks the Magnus here, a good crowd control hero, can help them make some good synergy with the combos. So yes, we do have to see that right now the Radiant, what will they pick and what would be their combo here, because Magnus seems to be a very wise pick here. With it comes the Lion here, so this Magnus could go for a mid or an off lane. Not quite sure about it, but then yes, we will have to wait and see what are the other picks there
10
that will
seconds
decide
remaining.
where exactly this Magnus fits in.
5
So
seconds remaining.
now it's the Dire pick. They're gonna pick a Rubik here, an intelligent pick here, because they can actually steal. Rubik can actually steal the Finger of Death as well as the reverse polarity. So yes, that could actually turn the
Legion
tables
Commander.
here. And yes, Legion Commander has been picked by the Dire,
Phantom
and here
Assassin.
comes the PA. So it's gonna be a PA Magnus combo, giving him power to PA, and then with the RP and then the blink on it. So yes, quite a wise pick from the side of Radiant here. And now the last pick for Radiant will be chosen in few seconds. 4 seconds remaining here. They do not have much time. The team will start losing gold after
Dire
this.
team pick.
So yes, they will pick out a Shadow Fiend. A good lineup by the side of Radiant. Crypt playing as the mid. Shadow Fiend seems to be a wise pick
10 seconds remaining.
when it comes to combo or when it comes to a good team fight. So
5
much more team
seconds
fight
remaining.
dependent picks from the side of the Radiant. And at the Dire side, yes, we do see that they can actually counter that initiation with that Rubik and an Invoker as well as the Grimstroke. So their carry comes out a CK. So yes, both the teams seems to be in a good position when it comes to the draft, and we will certainly be seeing a great game.
Legion
here. It's-
Commander.
I believe that there's a bug that is going on. Alright, so I believe that there was a swap that was done. So yes, now we will be going on to the game here. The strategy time has been expired. So now going on to the game, guys. And once the game starts, I will be introducing all the players and all the teams. So at the side of the Radiant, we do see that it's at the side of Radiant, it's Crypt playing as the
Prepare
Shadow
for
Fiend, and
battle.
thus the Sunstrike, the Scout Sunstrike does get deployed. V252 playing as a support Venge, and King Om playing as the Phantom Assassin. Lion still in the base trying to think what he's gonna buy. And
This
yes, it's
contest is in the
Tripa
bag.
Lowski, who will be playing the support Lion, and the offlane is the Magnus playing Medivh, the magician. And at the side of Dire, it's Invoker being played by Tango, and it's Minmay Low playing the CK, and Legend to Herald is playing a support Rubik, and Be Like Nisha playing
30
at the
seconds to
Grimstroke,
battle.
which is gonna be a 2-on-2 lane from the side of the Dire, and some Chinese name playing as a Legion Commander. So now we're still waiting for the bounty rune, and we see at the bot lane it's gonna be a contest. They're gonna contest this rune here, and yes, the stun has been latched onto the Rubik. The follow-up stun, the Impale, and now PA trying to get him. And a great body block by Vengeful Spirit, but nobody's interested in killing her. She does go ahead and take that bounty rune. So yes, 3 bounty runes at the side of Radiant. Oh my god, it's 4. So a great game here. A good momentum, gaining that 4 bounty runes. Okay, so 1 was for the side of Dia, and 3 taken by the team of Radiant. My bad, I'm so sorry. So the ward has been placed at mid a bit early. What I think SF did spot it. Now going on to the lane phase, I think this lane is gonna be hard for CK as well as Rubik because of the 2 disabled players that are there, and the wonderful beauty of Impale shown by Lion here. It does happen, you know, sometimes you ground lock the Impale, and yes, mistakes do happen. You might find some mistakes here because this is not something like a professional game or something like that. We are just casting a game which is a pub game of my cafe mates. So yes, the follow-up has been started here. The double stuns now getting follow-up on the Rubik. Rubik now trying to chase for his life, and now yes, King Orm does get that first blood here. A great support play by Lion and Vengeful Spirit. They do go ahead and leave that kill for PA. Great teamwork here. So now Rubik returns in the lane and is trying to harass them as much as he can. Lion with a windlace and a healing salve, and at the bottom lane it seems that at the top lane Magnus seems to get harassed by Grimstroke, by the Stroke of Fate, and I guess LC has gone for the 2nd and the 3rd skill build, so no overwhelming odds here. So now at the mid lane, now we go at the mid lane, we see yes, Crypt playing that Shadow Fiend, trying to own that Invoker, but still it's still a man-to-man matchup. Let's go and check the last hits and denies that has been there. Right now ruling the charts is Phantom Assassin, and after that it's okay, so the tables have been turned now. The numbers are changing every second. So yes, now it's PA and LC at the same last hit level, and SF seems to have a hard time here. He's just got 5 last hit and 2 denies. So Invoker dominating this lane in last hits with their 2 points that exhort as well as the 4th spirit. So yes, start phase is gonna be a bit hard for SF because of the exhort Invoker that he's playing, and yes, at the bottom lane we do see that there is a Crypt wave that was pulled, a double pull that was done by the side of Radiant. Now they're trying to contest that, trying to get the openings here. Yes, the Impale does fall, does get deployed. Now Vengeful Spirit at the wrong place here. Will she be killed? Yes, the Reality Lift has been committed. Now he does not have that stun to kill, but the stun now follow up on the Rubik, and the double Impale onto the Rubik. Rubik once again is gonna die, and yes, Lion does execute him. Now CK in trouble here. He is gonna die. Now they leave the kill for PA once again. Now, but then unfortunately CK gets killed by the Radiant, and yes, the gold was split, and 126 gold is the amount that was distributed in amongst 3 of them. So at the mid lane we see SF just barely trying to live and trying to survive the lane here. He has 1 tango and yes, the salve and 2 great bats. Okay, no, it's not his. The bottle is on the way, and yes, he does get that. The bottom rune has been respawned. Oh, that's right. That's nice. It's a region rune that has been there. So yes, this could be a good one for SF, but unfortunately Rubik does spot. He does spot that? No, I believe he did not spot that. So now trying to kill the courier here. They are not okay. All right. So yes, the courier was shield up. And looking at the top lane here, we do see, yes, Magnus has been got his level 4. So he has got a decent amount of level up. He's now trying to go for an arcane. Before that, he has gone for a bracer. One bracer seems to be a good year because that will give him a bit of magic resistance with this new bracer build. Yes, it does give that 6% magic resistance. Not bad when it comes to Grimstroke or anything like that. So now I believe that it's gonna be some action here. The 5 minutes has the 5-minute mark. Now they're trying to get the bounty, and the SF does fall down at the end. Great play by Invoker here, and the Sunstrike was right at the point. So yes, now the Radiant stealing the bounties, but unfortunately, yes, they do get 3 bounties once again. It seems that Team LANOHOLIC is is too much on point when it comes to bounties. They do go ahead and take the bounties everywhere, and they do try and attempt to get that. So a good practice here by them that can actually boost them onto the wins. Now yes, the reality rift was committed by CK onto him, and now the Rubik is in trouble. The X-Well has been put on CK. CK trying to get someone Lion in this turn, and now he might die here, but yes, the PA has been the PA jumped on Rubik. Now Rubik using the Fairy Fire. Will he be saved? I don't think so, but yes, they also go ahead and kill the Vengeful Spirit. So yes, it's 1-for-1 trade here. Both the supports die, and both the carries get the kill. Unfortunately, at the side of Dire, it's Grimstroke who got the kill. So far now, it's 6 minutes, 6-minute mark in the game, and it's 4-for-2, 1k goal lead advantage here at the side of the Dire here. Now I believe that they're trying to kill a Lion. Is he gonna pick him off and put him on the other side of the trees? Okay, so yes, PA was the target here. A great defending impale. So defensive impale does help them to save the carry. So yes, now I guess Vengeful Spirit is gonna go for a gank here. She's got that invisibility rune, and yes, she's gonna use it very, very wisely. So waiting for Invoker to go down the cliff, and yes, he does go out there. Will he be saved? No, it's a sure death for Invoker. A great rotation here by Vengeful Spirit. Such rotations can actually give SF a great boost here. They can also go ahead and stack these camps here for SF so that he can get some more gold advantage and use the maximum resources in the map. Going on to the top lane, Magnus does not have his boots. He's gone for 2 bracers. Yes, he has now got his boot here. The clarity has been put up onto him. Trying to spam that first spell, that's a shockwave for the farming, but unfortunately LC denying all the 3 crypts. So he needs to use that shockwave very wisely. I guess there's some action going on at the bottom, and yes, PA does fall down once again. So it's 5-for-3 here. They're still at goal. The goal advantage is at the side of the Dire here, and right now it seems to be gonna be a slow-paced game. And yes, Vengeful Spirit now following up that Grimstroke, breaking that clarity with that Wave of Terror. And at the bottom lane, we see LC trying to commit onto him, but I don't think that it was a kill attempt that was done by LC. It was just an harassment move which was done by LC onto Magnus. And at the bottom lane, once again, okay, so yes, they're still waiting, and yes, now she's just trying to get that last hit, and a great skewer here, and now he's on the cliff, now TPing back onto the first tower. So nice play by the Magnus here, and Medivh showing some great skills here on Magnus, and he is just a few goals away, like 500 goals away for his arcane boost. After that, he needs to have that blink so that he can rotate in the lanes and actually get some more team fights, winning for his teammates. So at the bottom lane, I believe that there's some action that we're gonna see. They are looking out for that move here, and the stroke of fate has been there, committed. And now, yes, the Vengeful Spirit was committed, and there was the Chaos Bull that was there. But unfortunately, that Lion saving that Vengeful Spirit. And at the middle lane, once again, SF has been fallen, and Invoker killing up that Shadow Fiend once again. So yes, a great game here. Now Dire picking up that momentum in terms of kills, and now LC trying to get that bounty runes. This time all the bounties go towards the Dire, but with that great scorer he does manage to get that one bounty rune. Using up the shrine now, I believe that yes, CK does have this power trade. He's going for an armlet build, and Vengeful Spirit has been spotted. Invoker knows that there's a rotation that's going to come on him in the haste rune, so not pretty much that he can do. Invoker being helpless right now, and just getting that stunned onto him. He doesn't have that mana. She needs that clarity or something like that, wherein she could actually get some mana for the rotation here. At the bottom lane once again, PA does fall down. Lion did try and use his impale, but unfortunately couldn't save. At the middle lane, yes, we see that it's going to be a rotation from Rubik. That's going to happen onto the SF onto the cold snap, and yes, he is of course going to die. The Deafening Blast does misses out, but the one right click does claim that kill of SF onto the Invoker. So I think right now in this game, PA just needs to be a bit more farmed. She's going for a Morbid Mask. She does need that mask so that she can farm peacefully, and she can also go
Radiant's
to the jungle.
bottom tower is under attack.
I think he's not much more pulled away for his armlet. So Vengeful Spirit now going on for a rotation at the top lane, but yes, Rubik also appears there. So Rubik has also been here, so both the supports with that same mentality, trying to get that kill here. We're still waiting, and what is he waiting for? I am just... okay, so I really don't know why exactly he's waiting, and now LC has a blink. They're gonna commit onto the SF, but yes, Vengeful Spirit does spot out that LC, and with that Wave of Terror disabling that blink and saving SF's life here. SF now trying to get that Ancients here, and at the bottom lane it's solo Lion who's there. PA has entered the jungle here, and she's farming in the jungle. She knows that this lane is not safe anymore for her, because with the stun and the stroke of fate, it's much more tough for them, for PA to survive. Now at the bottom lane, CK is committing on to the Lion, but the Lion saving his life with that impale, showing some next level fog, and yes, now PA does come for rescue, and yes, LC TPing back in the mid once again. They're gonna take that duel onto the SF, but unfortunately SF did spot that LC. Now LC going on to the bottom lane, the ultimate has been committed. Lion in danger, and he does fall down. And now SF TPing onto the bot lane. They know that yes, and a great target for LC. There goes the duel, and yes, it's gonna be a confirmed win for this LC. LC now killing up that SF and getting that 10 damage onto her. So yes, at the top lane, Rubik does fall down. A bad trade here for the side of Radiant. The team LANOHOLIC not in a great position right now. They started off very well with that momentum of gaining 3 bounties and some great kills there at the side, at the bottom lane for PA. So, but unfortunately the game seems to be going a different way now. But yes, they too managed to kill that CK with the Lion, and the PA, the finger was committed onto him. So yes, he's got that one charge of finger onto him. And now at the top lane, Grimstroke and Rubik are here. Is he trying to try for the RP? And the skewer plays has been here, chopping off the tree and then getting that, and the great reverse keyword that was done, but unfortunately does not work. Did not work out for Rubik and his team. So yes, it's 8 for 8 now. 2K goal lead advantage at the 14-minute mark. The middle tower has been fallen. For the team Radiant now, yes, LC is gonna roam around the map and get some kills as much as she can, so that she can try and get some more kills. And now the duel has been taken. The Sunstrike does misses out because of the reality rift. The Sunstrike was right on the point, but that reality rift shifted that lion from that place. So Invoker playing a great game here. He has that map awareness here, and he is keeping everything in mind, stating that that Sunstrike and plus being in his lane, getting that towers, and yes, he 15-minute mark. He has a Hand of Midas, 1 boot and 2 null talismans, and plus he has 2,300 gold with him. He's gonna go for an Aghanim Scepter rush, and Pia does manage to get that mask, 1200 gold stack, going for that Desolator build. And Magnus, he is still away from his blink, like 300 or 400 gold away from his blink. And at the bottom lane, the swap was committed here, but unfortunately, this seems to be a counter initiation. And yes, Pia tries to get that kill onto the Rubik and the Requiem of Souls, and the ultimate has been popped. And a great RP here, and 2-man RP here, and SF trying to get that right clicks onto him, and the CK does fall down with Rubik. Only Vengeful Spirit dies here. Now they're trying to get that Grimstroke. Grimstroke trying to chase and trying to save his life, and yes, he does escape. LC does get that damage here, so she's stacked around 30 damage right now with those 2 kills. 2 dual wins, I believe, I mean. And now, yes, we do see that now they are going for the objectives at the top lane. And they might get this, but no, they turned back into
Radiant's
the jungle.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, a good game here. Once again, the score is 10-all. So it seems to be going a fair trade, and the net worth at the gold advantage is still at the side of Dyer with 2k gold lead. The ward has been placed here, so right now LANOHOLIC does know that the ward has been placed here because of the ward. I believe that it's going to be a quick sentry that's going to be coming in, and it's going to be a quick D-ward. And three players, 3 heroes at the side of Dyer onto the top lane. They're looking out for these objectives. Magnus has rotated in the lane, so he's looking out for a rotation. Does not have that RP. It's 46 seconds away. Now 40, and SF now trying to get some farm out in the jungle so he can collect some souls.
Radiant
He needs that heal very, very desperately. And now they're trying to get a kill onto the CK, but CK too hard to kill with that armlet and that strength PD that is on strength. So the drums is almost there. He has got that complete drum. Now that drums is going to be coming very soon. And yes, right now CK is hard to kill because he's level 10 with a 1600 HP. So he's not going to be dying so soon here. And
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
And if you see, the shrine has
Radiant's
been warded by the side of Dyer,
attack.
so that they have all the vision here what's going on in their jungle, so that they can actually go ahead and try and get pickoffs here. At the top lane, we might see some action here. Both the teams waiting for someone to start the fight so that they can take that next move. And yes, Vengeful Spirit putting a sentry warrior. That Wave of Terror used to see in case if someone is there in the tree line. LC is now waiting patiently here. She's got that Blade Mail and the Blink. 2 core items needed for a kill. She does have that. And yes, Invoker 19 minutes in, he has completed his axe here, and he might go for a Yule's or a Blink after this. I think that he's gonna go for a Yule or a
Top
Blink.
is missing.
He's now taking the Ancients here, and at the bottom lane we might see some action. 3 Reality Rift was committed, but then a great hex that was done by the Lion here. LC now rotating at the bottom lane, and Magnus does go down. She knows that someone is here, so it's a 4-man stack. It's a 5-man stack for Team LANOHOLIC. They know that they are here, and yes, it has been swapped, and LC was swapped in here, but the Reality Rift picking up that Vengeful Spirit, and a great 3-man, 2-man up here, and the skewer onto the SM Ultimate. Great combo that's happening, and now they does manage to take that 2 kills onto the side of Dyer, but yes, Magnus does fall down. Now they're chasing PA, and now the only loss that they had for Team Radiant was that Magnus, and yes, they did kill that Rubik here. A Sunstrike was committed, but unfortunately that missed out. And now Lion is in a great trouble, and yes, he does fall down. So once again, it's a 2-for-3 trade, but I believe that the team Radiant was much more into profit when in this team fight, because they did take out that Rubik, that LC. So looking onto the game here, CK did get 272 gold out of that Magnus. The RP was too great.
A gift from the goddess.
The RP was too great here, and he did manage to get that 2-man RP and then skewering out right below the SF. So we see that the teamwork is going great, but it's unfortunately not helping out Team LANOHOLIC. Still, the game is still left here. PA is not coming to its full potential right now. Magnus is not into the full potential, and the bottom lane, the duel and the Sunstrike combo does follow on to the Lion, and he gets killed in fraction of seconds. Now onto the LC, and a great swap here by Vengeful Spirit. Now they're trying to save, but the ultimate killing out both of them. Yes, it's a 3-0 for the team of Dyer, and getting that 2k gold lead, plus 2k gold lead. Now they are on the 4k gold lead onto the side of Dyer, and now they're trying to get that Magnus, but Magnus blinks out. Now they will get some objectives here. They might go for the tier 1 here at the bottom lane. SF has got his Yules and a Blink, a quite good farm on a
Dyer's
decent
middle
farm,
tower
I must
is
say.
under attack.
And now he's going
Radiant's
for a
bottom
heart.
tower
He's
has
not
fallen.
more, so he's
Dyer's
got that
structures are fortified.
Ring of Tarask as well as
Radiant's top
the
tower is
Vitality
under
booster,
attack.
plus drops and the
Dyer's
Amulet
middle
and the
tower
PT.
is
So
under attack.
right now, CK seems to be in a very good position here. Now trying to get that mana out of it, but I don't think that that's going to help. Now SF trying to get that ultimate combo. He does get that with the Phantasm. Now onto the SF. SF is going to die. He does fall down, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Now Lion into great trouble. Now he skewers back. Trying to get him off the cliff, but unfortunately that skewer out of range. And yes, alright, the RP is here. And 2-man RP, but the follow-up Meteor does turn out that gank here. Now Invoker has been gone up onto the cliff. Seems to be an advantage for him here right now. And now Magnus is trying to get, okay, 2 of them. This Magnus showing some next level plays here. I think he is gonna die. LC is gonna die here, I believe so. She is gonna kill that Magnus, but some next level fogs shown by LC. LC going on to the wrong direction here. And yes, if you see that right now, 2 of them are here on the cliff, and this Lion, and now they do not have the teleports. Yes, it's a 2 confirmed kill that's gonna happen. And yes, it's a double kill for SF. Great play by Magnus there. And one more, but no, he does get saved. And yes, now right now it's Magnus showing some great plays here. Triple kill by the SF. Now CK onto the run. I think he is gonna die. An ultra kill for SF. So my god, this team fight. Magnus, the sole MVP of this team fight. skewering them up to onto the cliff. That's Invoker and Grimstroke trying to get the other two, but unfortunately that
Dire's top
range
tower is
was a
under
bit
attack.
short. And yes, SF getting that 4 kills. He does get that great momentum here. This might turn the game for Team LANOHOLIC here. And now SF with that BKB. So seems to go a bad team fight for
Dire's
this
top tower has fallen.
Team Dire here because they wasn't able to get that much kill that they expected out of it. And Magnus showing some great plays here. So Magnus is going for a 4-star, a good build here so that he can actually have that mobility with that skewer, blink, and that 4-star. He can actually chase or run away from the team fights. Now he's going for a Magnus. Invoker was trying to go on Magnus, but unfortunately Magnus with his quick hands does get that. And at the bottom lane we do see that once again the dual Sunstrike combo works on, and the victim here was now PA, who does fall out. She needs to have something that can go through or bypass that duel, or else the supports need to deward. We see some aggressive warding done by Team Dire. A quick smoke up here by Grimstroke and LC. They're trying to get
Dire's
someone
bottom
or trying to
tower
pick
is
off
under
someone.
attack.
Okay, so yes, if you happen to see Team Dire is on an aggressive warding phase here right now, wherein they just need to get that kills.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like I said, once again, it's a very tough match that is going on. It's a head-to-head match. Once again, if you see, first it was 5 to 5 kills, then it was 8 to 8, then 10 to 10, 13 to 13. Now it's 19 to 19. So, and the goal lead is stable at 2K. Before there was just a bit of oppression in the goal lead by 2K onto the side of Dire, but now it's still come back
Dire's
to 2K goal
structures are
lead.
fortified.
I think that could be because of the hand of Midas and the CK that is farming every
Dire's
now and
middle
then.
tower is
So,
under
yes, once again that Requiem of Sol does kill out that Invoker. Now a good defensive swap here by Vengeful Spirit. LC does come out with that duel, killing out that CK, killing out that SF. He does kill. And now they're now retreating back, and Team Dire on the chase. So it's 1-for-1 kill for both the teams. SF going on respawn for 30 seconds. Yes, they do find out one more. That's Vengeful Spirit.
Take your corpse.
Okay, so it did try to go ahead and put it onto the cliff,
Radiant's
but
top tower is under attack.
it did not work out. Some miscalculations by Magnus, but a great try here. Hard luck for him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So yes, the reality reef has been taken off, and now the
Radiant's middle
Sunstrike
tower
does
is
fall
under
out,
attack.
but unfortunately
Radiant's
it
middle
was
tower
just
has fallen.
hardly an inch away from Lion. And then now CK is almost okay. He still needs some ample amount of gold for his heart. Once he has that heart, he's gonna be very hard to kill. And let's see what is PA's farm here. PA is still struggling hard for her BKB. Not into a
Dire are
great
scanning.
position when it comes to farming. Going on to the net worth here.
It's not in my nature.
It seems that
but-
SF right now is ruling the charts by 12,600 gold. And below that is the SF. And PA comes somewhere around 5th in
Radiant's
the picture
top
here.
tower
So,
is under attack.
PA and CK have a 500 gold, 500 difference. CK leading with
Radiant's
500
top
gold.
tower has fallen.
And but when it comes to team fight, I think that Team Dire does have a great team fight potential. But let me point this out that Magnus is showing an exceptionally good game here when he's trying to break those combos and showing some cliff plays skewer and cliff plays is something that he's doing very perfectly, and that might win out the games. And yes, of course, this is Zora where you can win this game with different kind of possibilities and some unique ways. So yes, LC was trying to get that Lion onto the duel, but unfortunately Lion did spot her out. Now they will be taking out the D-wards here. So if you happen to see right now, Team LANOHOLIC has been doing some defensive warding because yes, they know that LC is jumping every now and then. Now it's a Roshan contest. Both of the teams are waiting for someone who can start that Roshan fight, and they can get the advantage. Team Dire does fall back out. They do not want that Roshan. Same goes with Team LANOHOLIC. So both of the teams falling back, and they're thinking of the Roshan be taking in the later part. Now it's a 5-man smoke from Team LANOHOLIC here. They might go for a Roshan. It's gonna be okay. So this Roshan has been scouted out once again. They might go for a Rosh, or they might go for a team fight. I'm not quite sure. They're still thinking about it. Still grouped up. Magnus, I guess Magnus will be on the front lines. They are going for the kill, I believe. They did check out that Roshan pit. So we might see some action here. Who's gonna get caught? They're going onto the wrong direction here, and I think Team Dire does know that Team LANOHOLIC has been smoked up. So now it's Invoker has the DOT and the U. So we see that for now,
Dire's middle
it's a
tower
5K
is under
gold
attack.
lead advantage that has been taken up by the Team Dire. I still think that this game will be
Dire's
won
middle
by
tower
Team
has
Dire. Team
fallen.
LANOHOLIC is gonna have trouble with that PA carry, I
Radiant's bottom
believe,
tower is
because
under attack.
she is not that much farmed as well as okay. So it's a one-man RP. The RP has been stolen, and the single RP was done by the team. Now SF does come out with that ultimate, tries to get that, but nobody dies. The Magnus is in the sidelines, and now LC going on to the SF. SF does fall down, and PA is in great trouble here. All the Team LANOHOLIC is going to be wiped out. But PA onto a very low HP, just 30 HP, and she barely sent to try escape. And Magnus does bought back. Magnus did bought back himself. I think that it's not going into the right position here for Team LANOHOLIC. LC quickly going on to the top and trying to defend that tier 2 at top. So yes, they have got the objective. They won the team fight. They got the tier 2 at the bottom lane. So yes, now they're gonna go back and farm and wait for the next move and wait for the ultimates, I believe. So Phantasm has been used on it's on a 90-second cooldown. So I guess PA with a BKB would be not much more useful because she still needs to have something more than a BKB, so something that can help her take out the duel out. And now it's a slower game. The Impel does miss out by the Lion, but that's completely fine. The skewer was onto the right place, and the finger does claim that kill onto the Grimstroke. And now the Invoker Illusion is scouting out their upper cliff, and the Roshan is still there, and
Dire are scanning.
nobody's trying to go onto the Rosh because I feel that right now, in case if any of the team fails or loses the team fight, it's gonna be a very hard team fight or a crucial team fight for them, because with that they would gain a lot of momentum here. And in case by any chance if Team LANOHOLIC wins, loses the fight, yes, of course, they would go into much more loss. And now we see that Team Dire onto the Radiant jungle here, and for just trying to push out that wave. They want them, or they're forcing out them to come at the bottom lane. So Invoker with the same inventories that we saw before. SF has gone for a Lincoln's, a wise pick here so that he can actually go ahead and dodge or pop that duel. So looking out at the CK has completed his heart. He's gonna go for his blink now. It was a 4-man smoke here from Team Dire. They are looking out for a pick off, and but unfortunately all the team is at the other side of the map. SF is gonna be in trouble, I believe so, because SF has been spotted, and they might go for him. He is into the wrong place. Rubik does go on to him, and yes, LC now going on to the duel, and yes, he does catch out that SF. Now SF is gonna die. 80 seconds for him to reach one. A great pick off here, and there was a swap done by Vengeful Spirit, getting out the CK. Now the dust has been popped out onto the Wooker. Wooker using the news out. Now he's gonna Ghost Walk once again. And a 2-man RP by Magnus, and the Meteor onto the wrong place because the Magnus gets lower about. And now it's for one Vengeful Spirit does buy back. Magnus does fall down. So it's 3 deaths already for a LANOHOLIC. And now they do kill out that Rubik too. Now they're going on to the Grimstroke. Grimstroke getting that druid and getting killed by that PA here. So once again, it's a costly buyback, costly defense for Team LANOHOLIC. Vengeful Spirit did had to buy back, but yes, they did manage to get that 4 kills. So right now, if you see, CK has got his blink. He's taken 15 strength and 5 to all stats. I think rather than that 15 strength, he could have taken the 12-second cooldown reduction. But then, yes, going on with the heart, he is gonna be much more tanky with that 15 strength and 5 plus 5 to all stats. So he's got like around 81 strength with him, so he's gonna be very hard to kill. For the Vengeful Spirit here, she's got an Arcane and an Earth of Shadows. Lion with a good amount of farm in 36 minutes with a Blink 4 staff. He's just 700 gold away for his Agams. So SF with a Lincolns, a BKB, a Yule, and a Blink. So he's gonna go for that magic time. He needs that Aghanim Scepter so that he can actually heal himself back. And Grimstroke with a Glimmer Cape and a Yule. And LC with a BKB, and she's going for an Assault Kuras. And they're scanning the Roshan. The RS seems to be undetected here. It and denies. PA is right now on 244 last hits with 24 denies. Followed by that is SF and Invoker, and then it's CK. So yes, if we happen to see right now, Team LANOHOLIC does stand a chance to win this game in case if PA is left unattended, or if PA is out of focus. Yes, they can actually get great team fights, because Grimstroke and Rubik are something like these are heroes who can be actually easily killed by PA, plus they do have that finger on the follow-up to burst out one particular hero. So yes, both the teams have that fair amount of chance to win the team fights and win the game. So we will still look out, and we'll have to see which team has much more great teamwork, and it completely depends upon how both the teams play their game. And Invoker with a refresher. Now he's gonna be in. He's gonna be a pain in the ass here, and Invoker is gonna be troublesome for Team LANOHOLIC. So now, yes, like what we were waiting for, Team Daya has gone into the Rosh pit. Now they do go ahead and try and get that, but the finger was committed. Okay, so he's got the axe, so he's just spamming that finger. CK solo into the Rosh pit, and they do come out back because they know that yes, LANOHOLIC does know that there is a Rosh fight that is happening. So LC now into the Rosh pit, followed by okay, the I think this time Team LANOHOLIC does not know that it's a Rosh that's happening. We are now about it.
An afternoon
I
receiver.
think that it's gonna be for Team Daya. Yes, like I said.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, so there was a scan from Team LANOHOLIC. And then it's a free Rosh. Magnus did come out. I really don't know why he couldn't take that out. Oh my. Okay, so it's CK got the Rosh. And now great team fight here. The Meteor, two Meteors are back to back. And now the RP going onto the wrong place, and he does RP in the form. Now SF trying to get that ultimate, but unfortunately not getting that. It's only LC who's going to move dead by the side of Daya. Now CK can get that skills, and he does have that Aegis here. Now SF in a great trouble. He does fall down. Now the Drifting Blast does go onto the PA. Now PA onto Alone, and yes, he does fall out. Magnus and Lion now running for the life, but yes, the CK does reality rift that Lion, and the drums has been popped up. Both of the teams blinking out. It's a 3 buyback here. It's a triple buyback from Team LANOHOLIC. So like I said, Magnus not able to RP that, and yes, the Tornado and the EMP combos go out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now the blink in by CK, and they're trying to get that Lion, but yes, he does manage to save himself. CK playing like a boss here right now. He knows what a great skewer here. Once again, the Tornado does miss out the Cataclysm, and now Lion does fall down. No buyback here. Okay, so buyback is there. Now it's just the Aegis that has been used up. Now, Magnus does not have that RP. He's 46 seconds away here. And yes, we see now they're just taking that objective. Once again, the skewer misses out. And now, the Meteor, this Invoker is just trying to focus. And a very small swap that was done. And CK is gonna die in this fight. Yes, he is gonna fall down. No, he is still alive. Okay, he is dead. And yes, now Team Daya getting that objectives. They get that mid racks. The bottom racks has also been exposed. LC with that 366 damage. Lion trying to suck that mana out of him, but now Rubik blinking out. But LC just wants that racks here. Now she's gonna go for that build. For the evil. And now he does get that. Oh my god. Those wins because of the Dripstroke ultimate. Well played. And yes, it's two-side racks that has been done. Now Magnus skewering that Invoker out, and his Invoker does fall down. Magnus did play a very great game here with those awesome skewers. But the unfortunate part was the RP near the Rosh pit, and the skewer that did not happen. So I think that Team LANOHOLIC did play a great game here, and now Invoker is too strong, and LC now has
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
So it's only one Rax that has been left for Team LANOHOLIC, and to be very honest, I think that Team LANOHOLIC would not be able to win this game anymore. It's very hard for them to come back, but yes, impossible is nothing. So yes, of course they can go ahead and win this game. And now they're going for the objectives, the straight objectives, respecting Team LANOHOLIC. And yes, they do go into the duel onto the PA. Now PA is gonna die. Yes, she does fall down. The Cataclysm does fall down, and very much onto the LC. The LC being careless and just trying to get that Rax, and yes, she does take that Rax. Now it's SF trying to defend this, but yes, it's CK who's opened the Phantasmia. Now he's gonna go on and he does get that, and an RP here, and then there's a Cataclysm that refreshed, and the SF does fall that Imprint of Souls, but now they're trying to get as much as kills as they can, and yes, it's a 4-man wipe for Team LANOHOLIC. There's no way that they can come back now. It's almost 3-side Rax. Team LANOHOLIC haven't taken the tier 2 for Team Tire. So a great game here by Team LANOHOLIC. They did try and manage to get that momentum in the start game, but unfortunately that SF was a very great kill, and they did try and get that awesome. That Invoker was a very great player and did go ahead and did some awesome team fights, and yes, now we think that it's gonna be a GG. We cannot call it a GG because it's an online game. So yes, they will have to wait for them to finish the game, and yes, it's a team wipe.
Radiant's middle tower
PA
has
will be
fallen.
respawning in 3 seconds, but I
Radiant's
don't think
ancient
so.
is under
He can do
attack.
anything here. Great game here by Team LANOHOLIC, but unfortunately did not work out. Magnus did
Dire victory.
next level skills, the next level game, but yes, that CK pick and that Invoker pick was